While this video is about Athearn kits, I hope you enjoyed those intro photos of real RDCs. I just wanted to share with you a recent score when I was running around from train shop to train show and stuff like that. I have these 8 RDC kits, and I think 8 is enough kits for me for right now. I was told that these were still in the package, and they are for the most part. This one has a dummy truck and a power truck. This kit here, I found a dummy truck and 2 power trucks inside. They have drive bands on them, but these look like the old Athearn ones that I will replace with the drive bands I typically use. This is an RDC 3, but the Windows set that was inside here were for RDC 1, which would be 5 windows here, 5 windows here. But in this case, this is the US Postal mail service. So I'm going to take a quick look. These are the contact springs for the motor. This one, dummy and power unit. It might be somebody let these go because they had mixed up window sets or something, and they didn't know how to sort through these. So let's take a look at this. We are looking at, again, an RDC 3 shell, and we have RDC 1 window sets. So I might have enough in here to put this together. I'll look at a couple more of these. Here we have an RDC 1, so we have the proper window sets for this one. Whoops, something just fell out. There's so many pieces here. I'm sure I'm going to be going on and on and on through everything. This is your end windows. Let's open this up. What else is inside? Oh, yeah, RDC 3 has RDC 1 window set. RDC 1 has RDC 3 window sets. So this has RDC 3 window sets, RDC 1 window sets. So what I can do in the case of having RDC 3s and not the proper window sets, what I've done in the past is I've just inserted my own windows in there. There's a couple different ways you can do it. I can either put a piece of clear plastic behind it so the windows will look recessed. This is a little large, but I could also use clear Elmer's glue and bridge that gap in there, and when that dries, I'll have a nice clear window when the glue dries. But I haven't decided how I'm going to deal with the windows yet. See one draft gear box with couplers and 2 trucks. Here are the windows. Again, this is RDC 1, and here's RDC 1 windows in there. So the truck here, again, only one power truck. What I could do is I have 2 motors here. Here's 2 motors, and I have 2 or 3 motors in my other box of RDC parts. I have a little divided toolbox that has all the parts I need for working on RDCs, extra drive bands and such. So I can either set all 8 of these up as 4 pairs. I do have a set of Great Northern RDC decals. They had 2 different, actually 3 different color schemes, but 2 more are the more popular ones, are still in existence on RDCs that are in museums or in salvage yards. I could make those 2 different decal schemes and then set them up as a pair, 1 powered, 1 dummy. Or I can go to the train shows and look for more motors and try and power all of them individually. See, RDC coupler box, box cover, and cover springs. Those are the covers for the draft gear boxes for the couplers. And these are the coupler springs that go in the coupler box. You take these coupler boxes, and that fits right on this tab right here. And usually there's a screw holding that in place. I might have to go to the hardware store, order some screws off the internet. And that tiny little wire actually bridges from here to here hooks onto that, and that way, even though the coupler itself pivots left and right, if the turn is too tight, it allows the coupler box to turn a little further, and then it'll spring back to center. So this has two holes, which is a 1 to 2 motor mount, and I have several of those in my box. And as I progress on these, I will show you what I've done to get each one of these running. There's our springs for connecting the motor to the pickups. These pieces here, they go on each end. This goes over the motor, and this is what sends the electricity from the trucks to here. The trucks pick up electricity, this wheel from this side of the truck, this wheel from this side of the truck, and what I do is I polish up these wheels really good, and I polish up the tips. And then on the tips of these wheels, I add some Sanchez Incorporated No Oxide A Special. And I've been using this for about 2 years. And I dug a little bit out to pass on to a friend, but it doesn't take much for this to work. I've used this on my track. I've used it to put on these high-F locomotives and RDCs to improve connectivity and lubrication, and it works great to make these things hum along. So anyway, I will give you an update every now and then on how these are progressing. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for upcoming videos as I complete these RDC builds. See you next time.